This is the practice test for measurements, and we're working on problem 13. And the problem says, soldering is accomplished by quickly heating metal parts. Solder is a metal that is melted to join metallic surfaces. Common solder formulations based on tin and lead are listed below. The fraction represents percentage of tin first, then lead, totaling 100%. So we're given this table. In the first column we have the percentages of tin over lead. For example, 40% tin, 60% lead. And if that is our combination of tin and lead, the melting point will be 230 degrees Celsius. And so on down through the table. So letter A asks us the soldering iron's highest temperature setting is 600 degrees. What is the soldering iron's temperature in Celsius? Round your answer to the nearest degree. So we're given a soldering iron that can go up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and we need to convert this into Celsius. Now if we go over to our table, we find down in the lower right hand corner we have these two formulas for conversion between Celsius and Fahrenheit. And in this case we're going to use the first of these formulas because we have the Fahrenheit given to us as 600, and we plug that in. It's going to solve and give us the degrees in Celsius. So we take that formula and we go back to our problem here. We're going to plug in the 600 for Fahrenheit. When we do that subtraction, we get 568. You want to do that first. That's in the parentheses first. And then we're going to divide by the 1.8. And this is what we're going to get for our Celsius. The problem asks us to round to the nearest degree, which is in the ones place. We're going to round at this 5 right here where the arrow is. We look next to it, and this 5 is 5 or greater, so we're going to round up to the 6, and the answer is 316 degrees Celsius. And then we have letter B in this problem, which states with the same soldering iron, in other words, a soldering iron that can go up to 316 degrees Celsius, would you be able to make the repair if you had solder made of 40, tin, 60% lead? You can make the repair if the soldering iron gets hotter than the melting point listed in the table above. So the soldering iron gets up to 316 degrees, and we need to look back at the table. With the 40-60 ratio, the melting point that we're going to have to get to is 230, and the 316 is higher than 230, so it's going to be able to melt the solder, and the answer is yes, 316 is greater than 230.